Testing. Hey folks, we're going to get things rolling here in a couple minutes, so if everyone can please take their seats, we'll get things started. Thanks. There's lots of chairs up front, guys, so don't be shy. Plenty of room. All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Eric Krebs. I'm the general manager at Channel 7. See a lot of familiar faces here that have been here in years past, and it's really hard to believe a year has gone past and summertime is upon us. Seemed like winter was going to last forever, but this is always, we look forward to this event because it's so positive and it's so nice to see such a great group of people, parents, families, friends, all the support system here. So it's really an honor to do this, and I'm so happy. I want to give specific thanks to teachers, students, coaches, administrators, parents, friends, family, and especially our sponsors. Believe it or not, if we didn't have our sponsors, it would be very hard for us to underwrite this. There's a lot of manpower that goes behind this. There's a lot of hours that go into the editing, a lot of travel time, especially in the middle of January when you're trying to navigate St. Lawrence County. I can let Craig and Trevor talk a little bit about that because they always have a good story to tell when they come back from St. Lawrence County. But it really is such an important thing, and you know, a special shout out to our sponsors and our employees because they really do make this look easy, but it's a lot of fun and we do it with pride. I think we have the last number I have is 300 people here today, so that's great. I appreciate everybody taking time to come out here. The great thing about it is 45 minutes and it's a relatively quick presentation. So. Also, special shout out for Hilton Garden Inn. They've been a part of this for as long as I can remember. And as Craig told me, I think this is our 9th formal year of doing the banquet. So 9 years, and we continue to do it. Again, very proud of our program. This year we featured 118 interviews with students from Jefferson, Lewis, St. Lawrence County, and Oneida County as well. So other than that, I just want to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to turn you over to the MC, the main man. But again, thank you so much on behalf of the Channel 7 team. It's great to have you here. Please enjoy the show. And now, Mel Bussler.
Hello, folks. How are you? How you doing? By the way, I just want to take this opportunity to say Eric is the best boss anyone could have. Alrighty, I just want that to be on public record, just in case anybody is paying close attention, like Eric. Thank you, sir. Group of 300. This is tremendous. You guys look like you're sitting there, relaxing, taking life easy. You know, anytime I'm in front of a group like this, I like to put them to work. And I'm going to do that with this group right now. If only I had a camera. Oh, I have a camera. Hold on just a second. I run this thing called Bustler's Beauties, which is on Monday nights, 6, 10, and 11, in case you want to tune in. And sometimes I have organizations, groups of people open it up, saying, hey, it's time once again for Bustler's Beauties. I think with the group we have here tonight, this is a good time to do it. What do you think? Are you guys pumped? You excited? Come on! I know you're playing it all cool and conservative and you really don't want to scream and holler, but just for this one moment, just do a favor for me, will you? From the North Country All-Stars, it's time once again for Bustler's Beauties. And then cheer at the end, almost like you're having a good time, okay? If you have to fake it, fake it. But if you could do that little favor for me, that would be great. From the North Country All-Stars, it's time once again for Bustler's Beauties. That was great. Just wait until the camera's rolling, okay? All right, you're going to help me, Steve? Steve's going to get a different angle. Cutaways. All right, hold on just a second. This is so, and the longer you cheer, the more opportunity I have to move the camera around to get everybody's face. Okay? All righty. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you misunderstood. You have to say, the North Country All-Stars, it's time once again for Buster's Beauty. And then cheer. Don't cheer first. All right, let's try it again. Steve, you ready? Let's try it again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Hold on just a second. That was so beautiful. Thank you very much for doing this. Alrighty, by the way, we are being streamed on YouTube as we speak. Conceivably, 300 million people could be watching this event right now, so please be on your best behavior, okay? We appreciate it. Well, I'm not a mechanic or a carpenter. I don't sing or dance. I can't play sports well enough to play sports. Although I did suffer a sports injury once. I had a deep paper cut on my script that I used to do the sports show. Does that count as a sports injury? I would say it would, sure. But we appreciate having all of you here tonight, all of these folks, great parents and exceptional academic, arts, tech, athletes of the week, all of you folks that are here being a part of this tonight. I do want to take care of some quick business. I want to remind everyone, if you haven't gotten your certificate, make sure you grab it before you leave. If you haven't gotten enough food yet, make sure you grab that before you leave. My recommendation, put it in your pocket. Save it for later if you want, a little something extra. If you know of somebody up there and you see their plaque and you say, hey, you know, they're not going to be here, grab the plaque, bring it with you back to that person who's not here tonight. And by the way, Jeff Cole says I look a lot smarter with glasses on. So I'm going to put these glasses on. They're only for cosmetic purposes. I don't really need them. I want to, if I could, introduce the sponsors at this time. They are the folks that make all of this possible, and we appreciate their help. First off, Craig Systems is back again as sponsor of the Academic All-Stars. A special thanks to Jason Wendt, who is here today. Hi, Jason. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being a part of this. How about Wait Toyota? They're the sponsor of the Arts All-Stars. A special thanks to Derek Pleskotch, who is here today, I think. Derek, are you here? Person I'm interested in here especially, special thanks to Watertown Savings Bank. They're the sponsor of Athlete of the Week, represented here by John Morja, a famous athlete in his own right. We have a new sponsor for the Career Tech All-Stars, LA Quarry, represented here today, and I hope she's here. Donnell Thompson. Donnell, are you here? Donnell is, she's the co-chair this year for the American Cancer Society Relay for Life, and that is tomorrow night at Evans Mills Speedway, so she's probably preparing for that, but we appreciate everything she does for this event. Also, we want to give a big thanks to the All-Stars overall sponsor, North Country Hearth and Home. Are they, anyone here, Shane or Wendy Dudo? Any of them here tonight? Shane or Wendy? That's too bad because they once talked me into doing a commercial in a Speedo for their product, so it's something I had to do, and if anybody else asked me, I wouldn't have done it, but I did it for them. Alrighty, folks, it's time to honor this year's All-Stars. For each discipline, please hold your applause until every All-Star is standing. That'll be at the end of each segment. And I'd love to introduce a person I've worked with a long time. She started at the station when she was 5. So it works out great that she's still with us today. Diane Rutherford, who will do the Academic All-Stars. Diane.
Hi, everybody. It's just a quick show of hands. Who are the Academic All-Stars? Just raise your hand. How many of you, keep your hands up, how many of you understood the directions for Bustler's Beauties? You put your hands down, you're supposed to be smart. No, really, you guys are very smart. I was just curious if you all got misled. This year we interviewed 29 Academic All-Stars. Now, I've been with Channel 7 for 38 years. In all my years of interviewing students, I'm still amazed with these incredible young people. They're class leaders. Not only do they get the best grades, they also participate in so many extracurricular activities that I get tired just thinking about it. They're involved in things like student government, sports, the arts, honor society, and of course, all the many different clubs. They often have leadership positions with those clubs and organizations and sports teams. It's impressive, in addition to that, how many of them volunteer to make their communities a better place. They tutor, they raise funds, they advocate for mental health. They're young mentors. They volunteer in firefighters and in EMS capacities. At least one of them has traveled to Central America to volunteer to make the world a better place. Their collegiate careers look just as promising as their high school careers. They're going on to higher education at places like St. John Fisher, the University of Vermont, Western New England University, University of Rhode Island, Clarkson University, Virginia Tech, SUNY Potsdam, University of Chicago, and did we mention Harvard? Maybe that's somebody going to Harvard. Now, these students plan to pursue degrees like environmental advocacy, pre-med, pre-law, psychology, political science, physical therapy, chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, all the engineerings actually, special education, pharmaceutical sciences, clinical pathology, equine assisted therapy, data analytics, agricultural sciences, and music education. They are our future educators, doctors, lawyers, engineers, scientists, therapists, and economists. They are our future leaders. It's time to recognize these wonderful individuals, the academic all-stars. When I call your name, if you would please stand, we'd appreciate that, and remain standing. And everybody, please hold your applause until all of the academic all-stars are standing. And folks, please forgive me if I mispronounce anybody's name. Joseph Kanzanier, Connor Leighton Pease, Annika Zistek, Olivia Stabe, Abigail Frimpong, Angelina Hokovic, Hope McDonald, Gabriella Ott, Aidan Chartrand, Henry Goss, Carly Bartholomew, Peyton Sullivan, Alexis Stuntz, Julia Lynn Richardson, Hannah Collier, or Collar, I'm not quite sure which, Donovan Pettit, Colden Marks, William Verkler, Charlie Ann Lehman, Miles LaPointe, Patrick Eaton, Jay-Z Lennox, Gracie Lynn Black, Ella Williamson, Madeline Southwick, Meredith Clark, Jocelyn St. Joseph, Megan Fernstein, Ava Segru. A round of applause for these wonderful people. And a special thanks to all of their parents and teachers who made them what they are today. It's time to recognize one academic all-star. We're announcing a $1,000 scholarship winner to be presented by the academic all-star sponsor, Jason Wendt from Craig Systems. If you wouldn't mind coming up here, Jason. Let's give him a round of applause. As Mel said, we can't do this without our sponsors, so we're very grateful to Jason Wendt and Craig Systems for doing this. And the winner is Julia Richardson from Copenhagen Central School. Come on up. Congratulations. Now I want to introduce Craig Thornton, who will recognize our Arts All-Star.
Howdy. First, I want to thank everyone for coming today. I realize this is a busy time of year for students and parents with so many end-of-year school events. This is a huge turnout. I also want to thank Sean McCormick again for not screaming at me on the phone when I called in my numbers. He's like, I can take care of that. This venue is a huge asset for us. I had the privilege of interviewing both the Arts All-Stars and Career Tech All-Stars. So a big shout out to school administrators, secretaries, guidance counselors, teachers, working with me to schedule these interviews on location at schools in the 3 counties area and BOCES tech centers. It can be really complicated scheduling this, and I appreciate everyone's patience while we're doing this. Also, I want to give a shout out to Trevor Pyant. He's the talented videographer and editor who puts these segments together. He really deserves combat pay because he has to ride for hours and hours and hours and hours in the car with me. So he's not getting it, but he deserves it. I'm here to honor the Arts All-Stars, but I just want to take a sec to say hi to all the Career All-Stars I interviewed. Every time Trevor and I leave an interview at a tech center, we are like, wow, that kid has it going on. I wish I had it together at that age. I'm in all of their skills. The only thing I can fix is a sentence and maybe a sandwich. So, congrats to all the career techs. When I was in high school and I told my guidance counselor I wanted to be a writer, he looked at me like I had 3 heads. As a creative person who grew up in the North Country, a long, long time ago, I felt isolated, awkward, and an outsider. Therefore, recognizing young artists and praising their creativity is very important to me. When I travel outside the area and I meet someone new and they ask me, what do you do? The first thing I mention is I produce the Arts All-Star program, even though it's just part of my job at WWNY. That's certainly the most important part of my job. I'm proud to see this program flourish and grow. All-Stars have gone on to amazing accomplishments, performing off-Broadway, becoming college music professors, and being celebrated in the competitive New York art scene. You are artists, you are creative souls, and you may have a challenging road ahead, but you will always have a glorious one. You will live out loud, you will live in Technicolor, always. No one can take that away from you. You may get a day job to pay the bills, but you will always write, paint, sing, play music, dance, draw, sculpt, perform, photograph, and design. And because of that, you will make the world a more interesting, beautiful, and entertaining place for all of us. Okay. It's time to read the names and recognize all the Arts All-Stars individually. We have a pool going around about how I'm going to botch some of these names, so buckle up because it could be really scary. When I call your name, please stand, and then at the end, we'll applaud all of them. Layla Moore, Mackenzie Gorski, Luick Hopper, Nathaniel Kuhn, Nia Chayote, Ali Snell, Janessa King, McCoy Macajo, Avery Dion, Landon Brennan, Brielle Smith, Isabel Miller, Jasmine Carpenter, Logan Urena, Gracie Chase, Zoe Griffith, Watson Nguyen, Grant Mullen, Tyler Mayton, Aubriana Simmons, Olivia Summerstein, Lucas Watts, Jayla Ormsby, Alex LaRock, McKenna Huntley, Hayden Amo, William Gleason, Luke Waterhouse. Nailed it. Congratulations. Okay, it's time to announce the scholarship winner, this is a random drawing for the Arts All-Star. The sponsor couldn't be here tonight, but they did send a check, so you're in luck. So the winner for the Arts All-Star is from my alma mater, Tyler Mayton. Tyler's from Indian River. That's you doing your thing, Tyler.
That is me doing my thing.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Good.
Do you want the real check now? Oh, there you go. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I'd like to introduce Les Shockley, our morning anchor, who is going to honor the Career Tech All-Stars.
Let me just break this first. Hello, everyone. Career Tech All-Stars. Every Wednesday morning from January through May, we introduce our viewers to amazing Career Tech All-Stars. What a pleasure it is to see all these great students. They're passionate, they're confident, they're skilled and hardworking. This year we featured 20 students from 5 tech centers in the Tri-County region. It's a geographic reach of over 100 miles. Meeting them on location, we get to see them doing what they do best and what they love. So many of these students already are, of course, on their career paths and are happy to know exactly what they want to do. The variety of these programs is astonishing. They have culinary arts, early childhood development, welding, heavy equipment, criminal justice, electronic computer technology, cosmetology, visual communications, HVAC, and veterinary tech. A special shout out tonight to all the young ladies that are here that are making inroads into fields that have been previously defined by gender. A shout out to McKenna Rose, who's studying electrical technology, and Kamara Kreider, who's studying automotive technology. Here's a couple of quotes that we picked out that some of these interviews that really liked. I've always had a love for hands-on work. I think that's kind of the root of our Career Tech All-Stars, working with your hands. I like this one. It's easy to know how to do it, but it's hard to master. I've always loved food. That's a quote from me too. I've always loved food, and I've had a passion for cooking since I was 7 years old. You can make people feel better about themselves. And at home, I was always the kid that took things apart and put them back together. You know, in today's job market and economy, all these students will have no problem getting jobs in their trade and fields, and many of them say that they do plan to stay right here in the North Country, planning to maybe start their own business or even join a current local business, furthering to contribute to our community and our economy. It's that time to recognize our Career Tech All-Stars. So again, when we call your name, please stand and hold your applause until all our All-Stars are mentioned. Blake Knoll, Riley St. Joseph, Renisa Richards, Charlene Newvine, Andy Nichols, Lily Ann Kloster, Max Matthews, Eva Donahue, Carl Moore, Evan Brooks, Michael Adner, McKenna Rafferty, Judson Wells, Kamara Kreider, Amaya Hicks, Aiden Pearson, Matthew Daniels, McKenna Rose, Emma Memory, and Grant Hayes. A round of applause for our Career Tech All-Stars. Congratulations to all of you. All right, now it is time to announce our $1,000 scholarship winner. And again, Mel mentioned this earlier, our sponsor, Danelle Thompson from LA Quarry, could not be here tonight, so we want to thank Danelle and the good folks at LA Quarry for being our sponsor. Our winner this year is Amaya Hicks from Indian Rubber, who studies veterinary technology at Boland Tech Center. Congratulations.
Great.
Congratulations again. You ready to finish it up?
I'll try.
Yeah? We're going to turn it back over to Mel, who is going to recognize our oldest All-Star program, and he also happens to probably be the oldest person here, our Athlete of the Week program. Come on up, Mel.
Alrighty, folks. Our athletes of the week. The 2024-25 season began with a talented soccer player from Lowville named Ty Nortz. And I'll give you a little bit of a news break. It'll end tomorrow with a baseball pitcher from Harrisville by the name of Aiden Chartrand. Is Aiden here? Come up here for a second, Aiden. I just appreciate that. The reason why I want to point him out is Aiden is ambidextrous. Is that right?
Yes.
And you can also throw with both arms. How did you learn that?
When I was younger, I was left-handed. I was just throwing everything left-handed. I would go watch my dad play softball, and he was throwing right-handed. So I kind of switched over to that, and I got the glove when I was 9 years old, and just kept with it since.
It's like a six-finger glove or something like that. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
So you actually during a game you'll pitch right-handed, and then if somebody comes up, a lefty hitter, you'll pitch left-handed.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. I am also ambidextrous. I can eat a sandwich with both hands. So there you go. Well, it's nice to have you. Nice to have you here, Aiden. We had a great year for Athletes of the Week, and I want to give you a small sample of some of the of some of the great achievements that were made during the year. And this, I'm not trying to slight anybody, but I want to give you folks a little sample of some of the folks that won during the year. First off, we had two outstanding running backs, Jeremiah Adamola Sidipe of Carthage, and a gentleman who's here tonight, Trevor Shawcross of Indian River. Both exceptional running backs, put up record-breaking numbers for their respective teams. They were tremendous, and it's nice to have Trevor with us tonight. Also, Ellie Roberts of South Jefferson, who tore up the cross-country course despite being just an 8th grader, which I think is pretty impressive. She was winning title after title. Samantha Booth, who was undefeated in Frontier League play for tennis for 4 straight years. Congratulations to Samantha. Gretchen Braun of the Canton swim team, who won 2 state titles in the pool, setting all sorts of school records, and she won a state title the year before. She had been homeschooled up until I think her junior year, and Coach, why didn't you pick her up for Watertown swimming? She swam for Canton and ended up winning state titles. Congratulations to her. Emmeline Barton of Lafargeville, who led the Red Knights basketball team to a state title. The Athlete of the Week segment also included 3 wrestlers from the Frontier League who won state titles. Camden Dorchester of Carthage. And Camden was walking through the line. I said, hey, you got to make weight, don't you? He wrestled heavyweight, so it didn't matter. So he was able to take extra stuff. Patrick Grimsey of Lowville and also Caleb Martin of Sackett's Harbor. All of those won state titles on the mat. Basketball prodigy Ian Van Wagner of Potsdam, who holds the all-time scoring title in Section 10. All-time scoring title in Section 10. He just concluded his sophomore year. Unbelievable. That is a prodigy. Tegan Frederick of Ogdensburg, who led his hockey team to the state championship game and gave his father, who was the coach, a nice going away present by making it that far. And last but not least, maybe someone who dominates his sport more so than anybody else that I know of, Ethan Krause of Beaver River. Ethan Krause of Beaver River bowls Frontier League bowling, also bowls in national tournaments, bowls against adults, has a sponsorship or 2, which is unbelievable for a guy his age, and you're probably going to see him someday on the tour, which I think is pretty impressive. And bowling is a sport in the Frontier League, and it's nice to also honor Ethan for his accomplishments during the year. Okay, let me go through the names, and if you hear your name, stand up. And if you're not here, you don't have to stand up. Okay? First off, Ty Nortz, Lowville Girls Soccer. Jeremiah Adamola Sadipe, Carthage Football. Delaney Callahan, Watertown Girls Soccer. Peyton Matuzek, Lowville Boys Soccer. Trevor Shawcross, Indian River Football. Matthew Schwartzfigure, Potsdam Football. Ellie Roberts, South Jefferson Girls Cross Country. Maddie Carista, Norfolk Cross Country. Darby Fitzpatrick, Copenhagen Girls Soccer. Ty Jacobs, Lisbon Boys Soccer. Molly Dickinson, Watertown Girls Swimming. Samantha Booth, Watertown Girls Tennis. Gretchen Braun, Canton Girls Swimming. Jaden Turk, Beaver River Girls Swimming. Emmeline Barton, Lafargeville Girls Basketball. Abigail Bombard, Immaculate Heart Girls Basketball. Allison Bell, Lisbon Girls Basketball. Cade Schneider, Beaver River Boys Basketball. Camden Dorchester, Carthage Wrestling. Kaima Gumau, Indian River Wrestling. Ian Van Wagner, Potsdam Boys Basketball. Robert Pittick, South Jefferson Boys Basketball. Michael Ventaquattro, Carthage Boys Basketball. Marcus Castine, Sackett's Harbor Boys Basketball. Aiden Beach, St. Lawrence Central Boys Basketball. Patrick Grimsey, Lowville Wrestling. Caleb Martin, Sackett's Harbor Wrestling. Banyan Barker, Lowville by way of Maui, Lowville Boys Swimmer. Tegan Frederick, Ogdensburg Boys Hockey. Ethan Krause, Beaver River Boys Bowling. Brooke Wiley, General Brown Girls Basketball. Madeline Ferris, General Brown Girls Basketball. a Mel Bustler lookalike, Nico Spaziani, Watertown boys lacrosse. Where's Nico? Come up here for a second, Nico. People don't believe me. We get confused for each other all the time. Maybe it's my full head of hair. It's like looking in a mirror. Olivia Machutek, Watertown girls lacrosse. Amalia Netto, South Jefferson girls lacrosse. Melanie Wiley, Thousand Islands softball. Brianna Morahan, South Jefferson softball. Vivian Coburn, Canton girls lacrosse. Chloe Elmer, South Jefferson girls lacrosse. By the way, the two South Jeff girls, you got practice 6 o'clock tonight. And Aiden Chartrand, Harrisville baseball. Can we have a hand for all of these deserving athletes? Alrighty, at this time, I would like to introduce, if I could, John Morja, who represents our sponsor at Watertown Savings Bank for our Athlete of the Week. And we've had something occur here that hasn't before, so I might ask a friend to help us a little bit by being a stand-in, okay? For the picture taking anyways. John, come on up here. Our athlete winner for this year, check of $1,000, is Tegan Frederick of OFA Boys Hockey. Tegan couldn't be with us tonight because Tegan is currently at practice. He also plays for the OFA boys lacrosse team. They have made it to states. So he said, what, $1,000 check? I'm not going to leave my guys just for that. So, but we need someone to sit in for us because I'd like to have a picture of a trio. Jeff Cole, WWNY news anchor. Would you come on up here for a second, Jeff Cole? If he leaves with the check, grab him. All right, where's Tegan's going to be right here behind us.
Yep.
And Jeff's playing the part of Tegan. Okay? So here we go. Here.
3, 2, 1. Great.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Thanks, Tegan.
Thanks, Tegan. Tegan, congratulations. Alrighty, I think that's it. As I mentioned, South Jeff girls have practice at 6 o'clock. It's almost 5:45. I have a 6 o'clock show to do. By the way, I don't understand this. Jeff Cole, who is here representing the station, took the 6 o'clock news off. Yet I have to work. Is that fair? I don't understand it. Folks, make sure you get your certificates on the way out if you haven't already. If you see a friend's certificate up there, make sure you grab it on your way out. Thank you very much for being a part of this. Craig Thornton, who puts all of this together. Can we have a big hand for Craig? And I feel like I'm forgetting something, Craig. Anything else I need to mention?
Thanks everybody for coming. If there's a mistake in your certificate, you need spelling change, please see me. If you find one, please see me. And have a great night.
Folks, thank you. It's been humbling to be in front of this great group of people. Thank you. Have a great night.